How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I have for you all the 99 MVP Mike Trout debut. We're going to get right into some event gameplay, but I wanted to discuss this brand new updated schedule with all of you real quick. So of course we have the massive collection in Mike Trout, and I was able to unlock that and earn over 1 million stubs. I did accidentally make a couple mistakes in the previous video. I was just trying to figure out everything going into that Mike Trout. I most likely should have counted all of the vouchers before starting to lock in some of the cards, just looking back on some of those things. But we will have a roster update. We'll have the stub sale ending. We'll also have 2 brand new ranked seasons rewards. That's very important to keep in mind. We'll have a brand new signature series pitcher, and then of course an MVP legend. So that's awesome. Here I'm just finishing up the last couple of vouchers from the previous video just to unlock Mike Trout, and then we're going to go ahead and get into the gameplay. If you guys missed my unlocking video, then go ahead and check that one out. It is the previous upload, but we ended up getting 99 overall MVP Mike Trout. This card is absolutely incredible. Once you're able to prestige him, he will have 100 contact versus left, which will make a difference, and he'll have diamond fielding at all of his secondary positions. The thing that's different about his prestige card is you actually have to accumulate 250 at-bats before you can unlock the prestige one, regardless if you are able to unlock or earn the hits, RBIs, extra base hits, and runs. So this Mike Trout is definitely looking solid. Even the base one, 99 overall MVP Trout, is looking incredible. We'll go ahead and try him out in this very first game. I'm expecting him to do a little bit of everything. I want him to be able to hit for power. I want him to make some great plays out there on defense. Maybe I can get him on first base. We'll look to try and steal second a couple times, even though he has a lower stealing attribute. I'm not expecting too much in that aspect. But here in the very first inning, he makes the play. I don't know if you guys could see that ball icon that was kind of on the left field wall there. I just ran over with Mike Trout as I'm using him in left just to kind of try him out. That's where I would use him in my ranked seasons team because I have Prestige Mickey Mantle in center field. Mike Trout is a little bit slower, but he's still very good in the sense that he reacts a little bit better than Mickey Mantle would in left field. So that's why I'm using him there. Here we get a perfect single up the middle, and we get caught stealing, trying to swipe second base. He went with the slide step. That's a very good idea, and I don't really know if Mike Trout's going to be able to steal bases consistently. Then he follows it up with a robbed home run of his own from Diamond Eric Davis, Diamond defender out there in center field, and that's a pretty solid card to get. I don't think he had the prestige version of Eric Davis, but he's probably working towards it. The opponent brought in the Diamond Derek Dietrich and flew out to left field. Mike Trout makes that play, almost overran that one in left, so kind of just wanting to see how he's going to play. I'm also going to try him out in his primary position in center field, but here he has a chance to walk the game off, and I missed that slider low and inside. I swung trying to get a fastball or a sinker from Fernando Rodney, and that was just a really good pitch. I was on top of it. Anyway, top of the 4th inning, extra innings, Aroldis Chapman serves it up to Andre Dawson, and Mike Trout robs him of a home run. This was an unbelievable play, and I kind of swerved in a zigzag motion to kind of time it as I'm jumping up to the wall. That clip kind of glitched out, though, so you couldn't really see that swerve animation or me kind of running back and forth. We end up walking the game off as Mike Trout does it all. I mean, he didn't walk the game off, but he helped us out in the sense where that was a game-changing play, set us up for the walk-off. So still was a 0-0 game, but we would have at least been able to tie it if Mike Trout didn't rob that last home run. Anyway, we have him in the leadoff spot once again. He's 1 for 2 with that perfect single. In this one, he's starting it off with a home run. Not a no-doubter, didn't get the no-doubt animation, but there was no chance of this one being robbed as Mike Trout jumps up there in left field. This opponent also has MVP Trout, so that's pretty cool. I'm going up against him, and I'm pretty sure I played this guy in an event already. I'm pretty sure he messaged me afterwards saying that he's a big fan of the channel, so that's pretty cool. We're trying to win some of these event games as well as try and debut Trout, grind some of these prestige stats, and some of these daily missions because I've been slacking on the 3rd inning program. I'm only at about 200 program stars, and that's why I'm using Mickey Mantle in the lineup. I want to try and earn some innings with prime players. If you use the prestige version of prime players, it doesn't really work out, so you have to use the non-prestige and that's what we're doing in this one. Here, Kerry Wood goes with the perfect line drive double into the gap. That's going to clear the bases. A big 2-out hit from Kerry Wood. That's going to bring up Mike Trout once again. He's trying to hit his second home run in the inning, and honestly, this one was a laser beam. I didn't think this one had a chance to go out. It was launched out at an 18-degree launch angle. I want to show you all the feedback and the exact swing here. Well, of course, we're playing these event games on All-Star, so you're going to get rewarded on some interesting swings. You're going to get rewarded on some hits like this. That should be an out every single time, and most likely in ranked seasons, that is an out. So with all that being said, I just wanted to kind of try out Mike Trout in an accelerated game, get him a few at-bats. I could have, of course, hopped into a game of ranked, but he might have only gotten, 3 or 4 at-bats in the entire game. Here we get a couple more chances for him to get at-bats batting in the leadoff spot. He should be able to get the same amount of at-bats, but kind of in a more accelerated type of style. So we'll play 6 innings in this one, just a couple of these event games. We're going up against Trout. This opponent has 100% batting average with him, or I guess batting 1,000. He's gotten on base each time, and we're trying to get him out here. Going with the fastball up and inside. Mike Trout absolutely kills right-handed pitchers, 125 power, and then he still crushes lefties. I mean, it's like having Mike Trout's live series card boosted up on inside edge even more than what he would be. The only difference is you don't have those live series quirks. That's the one thing. But in this game, we have Mike Trout playing center field. He gets that ball in pretty quickly. We're up 9-0 after that offensive explosion in the first inning. Looking to try and tack on a couple more runs here. We need to score a few more. No lead is ever safe, especially on All-Star difficulty. I would even say on Hall of Fame, no lead is ever safe. On Legend, a 10-run lead, you're looking pretty good, but I've come back from those deficits before, not on Legend, but on All-Star Hall of Fame, so it definitely can be done. Here, I wanted to point this play out specifically because Mickey Mantle only has about 80-something, 85 reaction in the outfield. He does have 92 speed, but I think that Mike Trout would have made that play. Actually, the non-prestige Mickey Mantle has like 82 reaction, and Mike Trout has like 88 or something like that. I think he would have been able to get to that last ball in the gap. Nonetheless, I just wanted to include that clip because it was a pretty good example of why I would end up using Trout in left field, especially the prestige Trout, because he'll have better defense. He'll have that diamond defense in left in his secondary position, which Mickey Mantle would not. So that's kind of important to have as well. Anyway, he gets another base hit. He's 3 for 3 in this one. We're going to try and steal second again. I know I'm up by 9 runs. It's no disrespect to this opponent. He guns me out anyway. I just wanted to try it and see if Mike Trout would be able to swipe a bag, especially with Rob Dibble pitching. I mean, both of those times he got caught stealing, the catcher got a really good animation, and it was a pretty good pitch to throw somebody out on. So those are some factors there. I just don't think that he's going to be able to steal bases consistently, which is kind of unfortunate because the time when Mike Trout, I'm pretty sure the time when he won MVP, he did have quite a few stolen bases. So unless you time it yourself or you're able to kind of really get a good jump on your own or with the computer's jump, then that's when you're going to have to kind of rely on that randomness to help you with that. But anyway, we're up 10-1. We're trying to close this game out with Kerry Wood. I know that he's going to get hit around a little bit here at the end because he's running low on stamina, but I only have a few more innings to pitch with this Kerry Wood, and I'll get the prestige one. So that will certainly help me with my ranked seasons rotation, as well as with the stamina. Because when you prestige a card, it's like a brand new player. Even though I just recently pitched with Kerry Wood in a game of ranked seasons, once I get the prestige one, I'll be able to plug that card in. He'll have maxed out stamina, or at least he'll be fully ready to go. Anyway, Mike Trout is the player of that game. He went 3 for 3 with 2 home runs. I'm really glad that I was able to get this card right away. I mean, 116 contact, 125 power, 97 contact, and 112 with 86 vision. I mean, this defense is pretty good. 89 arm strength. I would have liked to see it in the 90s, but we'll take what we can get. We can't complain about a 99 overall MVP Mike Trout. I didn't expect to see him this early in the year, honestly. But here are the prestige stats. You do need a lot of stats in order to prestige this card. But once you do, he's going to be even better. He's going to have 93 speed out there, 69 steal, which might make a little bit of a difference, but I still don't think it meets that threshold for the base running quirk, or excels at stealing bases quirk, that thief one. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one. I'm College Lefty, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.